All right, time for another draftphysics.com, debatephysics.com also. But again, debate, they won't allow it to take place. Oh, the physicists are such cowards, such pathetic cowards. So, we knew the Wikipedia thing. It's the same as all the forums. It's just this arrogance of these very weak-minded. They can't defend their religion, and so as soon as they get in trouble, they gotta run away. Happened every single time. So of course it wasn't without, you know, we knew this was going to happen. Now I think I am going to appeal just for the hell of it. But I should force them to pay me, for the time wasted. I mean, I haven't done anything near anything wrong except argue facts. And that's all I've done. Okay, so there's just no crime here at all. And, except arguing about what the truth is. And shouldn't the truth win? I mean, is there some other way it should work out besides the facts and the truth winning? Can anybody credibly defend some other outcome than the truth prevailing? Okay. And that's all I've done is defend what I know to be the truth, frankly. What I know can be defended honorably and respectfully as the absolute factual truth. And they can't sustain what they're arguing, and they're just plain cheating. All right, so let's read what got me blocked, which is hilarious, right? I mean, there's just no crime here. All right, so we had already done this. He says banning is a community decision. It would be an unusual case if the target of a ban agreed with the ban. So he's just mocking anybody who thinks they've been unfairly treated by this cabal of dictators. Okay. I do not understand what you mean by no account pages. So this was just a side concern, that apparently all new accounts, if you don't make an account page, there's no account page, but you have something called a talk page. So it doesn't really make any sense. But anyway, don't worry about those other editors. I think I have a right to worry about sock accounts. So if your editors at Wikipedia can have sock accounts, I think I have a right to worry about that. Anyway, worry about your own actions. I'm not worried about my own actions. I didn't do anything wrong here. I didn't in any way cross any stupid or idiotic lines. I didn't do anything that could ever be called trolling. It's just lies. Okay, so they are slanderers. I mean, they are breaking the law. And they get away with it. Recapping the issue that could result in a blocking to stop the disruption. Recapping the issue. So again, you're not even allowed to appeal their statements in talk pages. So you're not allowed to talk about even the fact that you've been stopped from talking. So it doesn't make any sense. So anyway, that could result in a block to stop the disruption. So again, the disruption of what? What's being disrupted? Conversation. Oh, talk pages aren't for conversation. Oh, damn. You're just, yeah. So Wikipedia is in control essentially of vocabulary, right? I mean, all the words that we have are defined by Wikipedia, and they don't know what any of these words mean. They don't even know what talking is. Okay, Wikipedia is whatever this is a tertiary source. It is not a forum for you to promote your pet theory. So again, I wasn't promoting my pet theory. I was attacking your pet theory, the one that's in a Wikipedia page. See, now if you gave me a Wikipedia page for my pet theory, then I wouldn't have an argument because then at least it's both sides. But you don't do that. So your pet theory gets published, and the theory accusing your pet theory of being absolute shit, like you think mine is a pet theory. I'm saying yours is a pet theory. There's no facts to defend it. All right, it's just what you little silly people say so. So anyway, that every introductory physics textbook from the last 300 years has been wrong. Well, you don't think there's any errors in them? So obviously I didn't say every textbook, that every word written in every textbook was a pile of shit. I'm arguing that they don't have some of the history right, and they have some of the fundamental principles way fucking wrong. No evidence whatsoever. All right, and it's just plain wrong. The facts don't prove it. The facts don't even indicate it. And you are jumping over the facts to believe it. You only believe it by jumping over the truth. You have to jump over every single part of common experience on Earth. That is, anyone who's ever driven a car and gone to a gas station knows what you're saying is not the truth. Okay, so that's how bad your textbook is. But anyway, it doesn't matter. The fact is you're promoting a bunch of absolute pseudoscience, fake fact nonsense, and somebody should be attacking you if that's what you're doing. And that is exactly what you're doing. And this conversation will prove it. All right. So I won't bother with the I won't bother with the user account stuff. So it says it is not a forum for you to promote your pet theory that every introductory physics textbook from the last 300 years is wrong. Okay, and I say your accusation regarding what I'm doing here would have a lot more credibility if you would answer the simple question. So I asked them the simple question, right? The big question. Can you see this okay? I mean, I should make it a little smaller. Okay, I knew there was probably going to be some frickin' detail I wasn't taking care of. All right, that's as good as it's going to get, I'm afraid. All right, so I said, do you sincerely believe it takes 100 times the energy to spin a motor 10 times as fast? Now, I'm thinking to myself, there's no way, they're going to have to admit, okay, yeah, that does sound wacky. And, that can't be right. I'm thinking they can't possibly say, yes, I sincerely believe this nonsense. And so another guy chimes in and he answers the question. Okay, and so he provides this equation. It's basically this is basically Leibniz's equation without with the 1/2, basically verifying that somehow energy is quadratic. That is, to increase your speed, you have to add a quadratic amount of fuel to go. You have to have 25 gallons of fuel. Okay, you have to have 25 times the fuel to go 5 times as fast. That every time you drive 50 miles an hour, you're using 25 times more fuel than you would be using if you went 10 miles an hour. And everybody knows that's not the truth. I mean, there's nobody can believe it. That's flat Earth. It's crazy. Come on. It's like, okay, it's not flat Earth, it's square Earth. Maybe that, okay? It's a square Earth theory, all right? It's just really, it's just still very, very wrong. Very, very stupid. All right, anyway. So I responded, you're not the one who needs to answer the question. So I wanted the other guy to answer the question, the guy who's threatening to block me. But fine. And I would kind of prefer a more direct yes or no answer, but thanks for providing the input. So he basically says right here, 100 E1. So he's saying the energy it takes to go 10 miles an hour, 1 mile an hour, to go 10 miles an hour is 100 times the energy. So he's verifying that that's exactly what the textbook says. That's exactly what physics says is true. All right, that they actually do believe this nonsense. That if you could roll a bowling ball 5 times faster, you could knock down 25 times more pins. Silly. All right, but thanks for providing the input. If you don't mind a follow-up question, have you ever seen in real life it take 100 times the energy to spin? This should be a motor 10 times as fast. I did fix the error, but I don't see that here. Okay, it says here, spin a motor. And he answers, right, which is really cool. I didn't get to respond to his answer, unfortunately. So he answers, no, I haven't. And in the same real life, I haven't climbed a 10-story building and stepped over the edge of the roof to verify whether gravitational gravitation actually has an influence on me. And so I was in the process of writing my response to that when I got blocked. So I'll come back to that. So anyway, so the V Quaker guy did answer. This is the guy who got me blocked, this V Quaker guy. Okay. And he says, he said, so he has seen it take 100 times the energy to go 10 times as fast. He says it right here, I have. All right, the flywheel, not the roof. First semester physics lab, like 2 weeks in. Spin up a wheel to different speeds. Bring it to a halt with a thermally insulated brake. Measure the temperature increase. So again, he's saying that he created 4 times the heat by spinning it twice as much. And that presumably, if you spin it 100 times faster, you'll create 100 times the heat. I say that's absolute nonsense. It doesn't happen anywhere in the real world. All right, basic stuff, he says. I say, no way. I worked in a machine shop, and I had to know this just because the thermodynamics really matters when you work in a machine shop, right? You're cutting metal. You have to be aware of everything because the metal can melt, and, especially cutting, milling aluminum, really, thin aluminum, really tricky business. So you got to know all this stuff. No way. There's no way this is a fact. Okay, if there was some massive physics conspiracy, there's obviously a conspiracy to be arrogant, obnoxious, lazy, to do very lazy physics. Okay, you haven't done the simplest experiments. Again, the simplest experiments physics hasn't done. They haven't put a weight on a scale, then lock that position, turn the scale sideways, and measured how fast the object moves. They haven't done that experiment. Because guess what? Everything's the same. Everything will move at exactly the same speed. I put an elephant on the scale, turn the scale sideways, the elephant moves 1 mile an hour. Put a mouse on the scale, turn the scale sideways, the mouse goes away at 1 mile an hour. And they haven't even done that experiment. So, just amazing. Well, anyway. Measuring temperature and basic stuff. If there were some massive physics conspiracy to hide, no, there's no hiding the information. You're too stupid. You never even acquired the information. You're just doing what Daddy told you. You're just little babies who just follow the bishop, whoever, who says some morons blowing a flute, and like the dumb rats you are, you follow. This information for unknown motives. The motives is you're really dumb. Okay, that's your motive. Too fucking stupid. When something's obviously not right, there's no way it's 100 times the fuel to go 10 times as fast. That can't be right. You can't figure it out. You're too fucking stupid. All right. Not only would we have detected it that day, see, the whole point is you didn't detect it because you're too fucking stupid. You have lazy brain syndrome. Okay, but also all sorts of machines won't work. So I found that hilarious. Yeah, the machine that won't work without quadratic increases in fuel consumption. The water wheel won't spin. Bullshit. All right, so I said, I've been arguing this for over 2 years now. I know of at least a dozen people who have tried to find some physical evidence of this experiment. Let's see. I'm pretty sure this was my response to the other guy, the DVDM guy. If you could provide a link, it would save all of us a lot of grief. Yeah. Anyway, an experiment over 9 times the fuel to go 3 times as fast would be incredibly helpful. A link to some machine that wouldn't work without the quadratic fuel demand would also be great to see. I find your honest answer bizarrely hard to understand, but thanks for providing it. So that's what got me blocked. Oh, yeah. What the hell's wrong with this? Thank you. You're blocked. Okay. All right. So I was going to respond to the other funny guy's story about the building. If a textbook told you it was okay to jump from a 10-story building, I guess I don't have to ask you whether you would. right? So I didn't get to post this. So even though that's a little bit mocking, okay, I couldn't have gotten blocked for that because I wasn't able to post it. All right, I think you should take this subject a little bit seriously. From 1686 to well into the 1800s, this was a rather vicious debate among physicists. The fact is, the credible experimental evidence record is just about non-existent. Physics still hasn't proved the Leibniz axiom that 4 pounds dropped 1 foot is the same energy as 1 pound dropped 4 feet. I mean, it's pathetic. They haven't done any of these experiments. All right, here's my response to the other guy. Okay. Yes, the kinetic energy of a spinning object increases. So this is the guy saying it. Okay. So this is, this is V. Quaker. So this was his response. Yeah, and then he blocked me. Okay. All right, so yes, the kinetic energy of a spinning object increases quadratically with the rotation speed. So he's answered my question. Bizarre, but that's what he said. So there's two physics experts on Wikipedia who actually think it takes 100 times the fuel to spin something 10 times as fast. This is readily experimentally verifiable. So where is the experiment? We'd all love to see it. I'm sure my trolls would like to see it. I'd like to see it. Pure would like to see it. Everybody would love to see it. So let's show it to us. So let's all find it and see it. It's just so hilarious. And is critical to proper design of things like brakes and flywheels. Says you. Okay, as in if it wasn't the case... If it wasn't the case, these machines' components wouldn't work since they were designed using mainstream physics. Please don't try to control who posts on my user talk space. I didn't try to do anything like that. I was curious about the accounts just because I wanted them to stop trolling my talk page. I mean, I really just shouldn't have to sit there and incessantly answer the mock questions posted by trolls. Okay. So this is the user page stuff, and I say, so we have talk pages but no user page. Okay, thanks. All right, so he says, yes, kinetic energy of a spinning object increases quadratically with the rotation speed. And I say, but no credible evidence on the face of this earth. All right, so yes, that's my accusation. No credible evidence, but you believe it, your friend believes it, so therefore it's the truth, and you're just not going to argue it. And that's the state of things. That's the state of how they treat science. This is what they think of the process, the scientific process. This is the scientific method. Shut the fuck up. That's their scientific method. I don't want to hear it. That's their scientific method. It's just religion with an S, you know. It's just, you know. This is readily experimentally verifiable, okay, and is critical to proper design of things like brakes, fly. Okay, so that's that part. And I said, I worked in a machine shop and never encountered any such machine components. Can you link me to any recorded experiment demonstrating quadratic fuel demand or quadratic work production? Okay, and then he says, please don't try to control the posts on my talk space. I said, you're a little quick and short evidence with your accusations. I was just trying to keep my talk page uncluttered by sock account crap. I see you've also accused me of trolling on their talk pages, which he has. So on their talk pages, he's done the don't play with the troll crap. So he's implied that I'm trolling. Okay. So when I say guideline breaker, heal thyself. Yeah. So that's it. That's all. Those are my crimes. That's my crime. Right there in front of you, right? This is how Wikipedia works. All right? They're just not going to let you argue with their decisions. They get to tell everybody what the truth is, and even if there's no evidence of it, and even if they've told the history wrong, and they've lied about the truth, and put words in Newton's mouth that he never said, they can do whatever the fuck they want. All right, there's not a damn thing anybody who gives a shit about the truth can do about it, because the common people are dupes and they lick this crap up. They throw the shit on the stoop, and the raccoons come and eat it. That's all humans have become, is fucking fat, stupid animals that let morons tell them what to think. Ugh, disgusting. The account Graph Physics has been blocked, disabled by Scottish, Finnish, Radish. Whatever that is. Clearly not here to build encyclopedia. So that's his accusation. So I didn't see whatever this is. So Scottish, Finnish, Radish. Sorry. So that's it. So it says clearly here not to build encyclopedia. So I don't, I thought you were just about done building and all you're doing is editing. I mean, realistically, right? I mean, you've got all the key concepts built. You're just editing and trying to make it tell the truth. That's all I did. I just argued about editing. And I didn't try to edit the fucking encyclopedia. All I asked for was the opportunity to argue. I'm just asking for the opportunity to make a fucking argument. And you won't even allow me to do that, you fucking weasels. Oh. God, it's just disgusting what runs this planet. What is walking around running this planet is such goddamn scum. So let's look at this fucking piece of shit. Oh, look at that. He has a radish as an icon. A fucking radish blocked me? What the fuck? Oh, anyway. Let's see. On the internet, no one knows you're a root vegetable. Amazing. Just amazing. This piece of shit decides who gets to talk on talk pages. Why don't you answer for your crimes, you Scottish Finnish bitch? My wife. God damn it. I don't get it. Why is this guy in control? Recognized for collaborative behavior, blocking people for other people. He hasn't even said anything on the subject. I don't even know if he knows anything about the subject, right? What's his qualifications to resolve a physics argument? A fucking radish. I can't believe I got blocked by a radish. Oh, man. I deserve better than that. I deserved it better than getting blocked by a radish. Jesus Christ. But obviously you were seeing I had won the argument. They couldn't provide any evidence. They delete the conversation. I win, right? I mean, there's no way I didn't win because they just prove they can't do it. They can't defend their arguments. They can't defend their dogma. Okay, it's indefensible rubbish, and they can't admit it, and so they have to destroy anybody who sees they're not wearing no fucking clothes. They're naked emperors. That's the fucking truth. And all I can do is take a picture and show it to you. So I've shown you the picture of their shrivelly little micro penises. And, the argument should be over, right? They obviously have micro penises, okay? Shrivelly, pustule, monstered, clearly uncut micro penises. I mean, look at the radish. You can see little micro penis. What little tiny people they are. Little tiny people with little tiny testicles. So, so that's where we are. Like I said, I will file my appeal, but, whatever. Blah, blah. I mean, I can't even imagine what a waste of time it's going to be. But, maybe I'm going to just do Wikipedia page videos for a while. And I'll just keep mocking the stupidity, mocking the lies, and mocking the fact that they're too cowardly to defend what they're publishing. They're a fucking encyclopedia, and they won't defend what they're publishing. Lame, weak ass shit. Yes. Okay, I think that's enough. Yeah, so till the next time. But yeah, I'll make a real icon out of this too. The block thing. I don't like clickbait. But I want people really should know this is how lame it is. You go there with a simple argument to make. You don't even touch the precious editorial pages. You're not even going to touch it. You're just going to talk about possibly touching it, possibly editing it, a possible edit. All right, and you can't do it. They'll treat you like shit. All right. So, fuck. Disappointing as always, but a little funny also. You gotta just say, God damn, micro penises do make you laugh. I mean, they are funny. Oh, God damn it.